it was the tragedy not only of our country, it was the tragedy of global scale.
We heard quite by accident about a group of children coming over from this place called Belarus in 1994. A telephone number was given out on a short radio broadcast, which we responded to, and 3 weeks later a little girl came to stay with us called Veronika Petrova. I don't know who was more scared, her or us. She was a very shy little girl from a very poor family. Reverend Keith Rushton and his wife, they came back to me and they said, can you come and talk to us and maybe we can help a few children. And so I went off to Cockermouth.
We gathered a few people together, but we really thought that it was going to be a day out for the children. And then, of course, when we discussed it further with Owen, we found out that it was a much bigger job. And we decided to set up a branch of the charity here in Cockermouth.
We waited quite a while, waiting for people to come through, and they weren't coming and they weren't coming. And then we saw this gentleman with all these children. We thought, oh, that's them. And it was, yes.
Yeah, a bunch of children with a few carrier bags, with their plastic carriers with their belongings in. It really made us think about how much we have and how much we take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
We were very, very lucky with the little girl that we got to start with. I suppose everybody feels that way. But she was something special, and she always wanted to be a hairdresser. She's got 2 hairdressing salons, employs 15 people.
2 lovely children.
And she's married to a sergeant in the police. I think one of the biggest shocks I've ever had in my life is she rang us up one day many years ago and said, I'm getting married. And she was 19.
That floored you, didn't it?
It did, because I thought, where on earth the time's gone? Yeah. But she came, stood here as a little girl, aged 7. She was one of the youngest to ever come.
Yeah.
She was just scraped in, I think. And she, like a waif, but she was street wise.
We were asked if we'd have a little girl called Karina, and we had her for 3 years, and we had her on private visits, and she calls us her English mama and papa, which is really nice.
Yes, yes, and we're still in touch with her, and she's now 23 and has been to university and studied economics and law. And she's now studying to be a translator in Belarus. And she's doing fantastically, isn't she?
Yeah. All our children are from disadvantaged homes, so for them to go forward and become professionals is really something that would never have happened for them if the charity hadn't become involved.
Some houses that we went into, it just felt cold, and you walked in and you just thought there just didn't seem to be any hope.
It's not what you have materially, it's who you have.
We have a wonderful bunch of people, all volunteers, and I'm really proud that we're still a fully voluntary organisation where nobody is paid.
Most of the children in the villages live in houses where there's no running water, no indoor sanitation, toilets are just shacks outside which are moved around the garden. We can't make a huge difference, but we can help them, and we can restore some hope and let them see that, you know, life can be different.
For the past 20 years we've been incredibly lucky being able to put on a programme that's quite literally been put together by the kindness and generosity of individuals, businesses and groups. And these children aged 7 to 11, they're youngsters, and typically they might have never even left their family before, perhaps even never left their village before. These companies and individuals actually work together to actually leave a real positive legacy following the Chernobyl incident, by helping children still being affected.
We are so pleased and heart-warmed to find that the charity is still going on.